Okay, Daf Hashavua, Daf Chafei Amid Aleph. It says, and we're starting from the Mishnah, the last word on Daf Chafei on the base. It says, "Ha'omer." Someone says, "Yivachucha Tovim," that good people will bench you, will bless you. Areza Derech Minas. That is the way of the heretics. Rashi says because he doesn't include Rishoyim in those that are worthy to bench Hashem. The Shifcha Shel Makayim. And we learned the Gemara in Krisos from the Chelbana that had a bad smell. It was one of the spices that had a bad smell that we used for the Ketores. And we needed it because it represented the Rishayim. But the Rishayim are also part of us. Leos Baguda Achas, we're all one. So therefore a person shouldn't say that. Al-Khan Sipur Yagir Achimach. If a person says, just like your compassion should reach us, just like it reaches the bird in the nest, because we know there's a mitzvah shluach hakad that a person is supposed to send away the mother before they take the young to where they take her children. So we see that there's a special rachamim that Hashem has for the kan sipur, for the bird in the nest. So too, you should have that for us. If that's not appropriate, the Mishnah is about to say, and Hashem's name should be remembered for the good that He does. Al Tov V'Secha, says Rashi. And that's inappropriate, as the Gemara is going to say. Modim. If a person says, when he's davening, he says, thank you, modim, so we quiet him. Does it sound right? And the Gemara is going to explain that. Says Rashi, the Gemara is going to explain it. If someone does a kinoi bar amachana barayos, so if someone changes the pshat and by arayos, and he says that the Gemara is going to explain. Rashi says that he does a kinoi. Kinoi is that he switches it. He does the opposite of what it means. He says that it doesn't mean that a person shouldn't uncover the erva of his father or mother. Rather, it means that a person shouldn't speak about the embarrassment of his father and his mother publicly. So that would be inappropriate because, as the Gemara is going to say, Mishaskino. So there you, Mishaskino. So there you quiet him as well when he changes around Shad in the pasuk. And then the final one, which is the worst of all of that, is the Omer Mizaracha Lo Sitin La'aver L'Molach. If he changes the pshat in the pasuk, that it ends up being that capital punishment he's going to be giving capital punishment to someone who doesn't deserve it. That's even the worst. It says that you shouldn't give your children over La'aver L'Molach to the Avodah Zarah of Molech, where they used to kill their children by putting them through the fire for Avodah Zarah. And he translated it Lo Site La'aver Bar Miyusa. You shouldn't give your seed to impregnate a Armenian woman because her child, which is going to be your child, is going to be given Lamolach. So Mizaracha, your seed, Lo Site La'aver Lamolach. You shouldn't impregnate a Armiyusa woman so that Lamolach, so that your children should not go to Molech. Mishaskin, so Nazifa, there you quiet him in Nazifa with strength, with condemnation, because there, as Rashi explains, that you're saying that you're giving chorus to someone that lives with a kusis, and you're being mechay b'chatas if someone does it by mistake. I mean, suspended and amazing if they had asra, and you're changing around the capital punishment system for something that it's not. Says the Gemara. I understand if he says moldin, thank you. It sounds like he's saying thank you to two different shuyos. And if someone says that you should be remembered for the good that you do, also that's not good. That Hashem should be remembered for his good but not for his bad. And we know we learned in the Mishnah. Person has to bench Hashem for the good, for the bad, just like the good, because even the bad is really ultimately good. But when someone says that Hashem's Rachman should come to us just like it comes to the bird in this nest. My time low. Why is that a problem? Why can't you do that? Please go to Amaroy and Marava. Two Amaroy and Marava argue. Why? Rabbi Yossi Barav and Rabbi Yossi Razvida. One is because you're causing jealousy in my Bereshis, because you're bringing out a point that Hashem has special rachman for the bird in the nest, and it sounds that other animals would be jealous of that. And then another reason is because you're saying that the reasons of Hashem is because of rachman, ve'in el gzeros, and the real reason is because it's a gzera. That ve'in el gzeros melech, Rashi sticks in, that we do the mitzvahs not because of rachman. We do the mitzvahs because we're avodim to the king. Because we keep the mitzvahs. That's the main reason. And you're focusing on a different reason than the true reason of the mitzvah. There was one that went down to be the chazan when he was in front of Rabbah. Amar, he said, they used to say their own tefillas they used to speak out in those times their own tefillas in a like poetic type of form. Amar, this person said, At Hashem, at Chasdal Kan Sipor, you have rachmanis on you have compassion on the bird in the nest. At the chus v'racham aleinu, and you should have compassion on us. So he did exactly what we say you shouldn't do. Amar Rabba, and Rabba praised him. Kama yoda aimer Rabbanan l'ratzui l'mari. Wow, how this Rabbanan knows how to daven to Hashem, to his master. Amalei Abaya. So Abaya said to him, I learned in the Mishnah you're supposed to quiet him. Says Gemara, what did Rabba have in mind? Why did Rabba say good things? But Rabba l'chadude l'Abaya who did both. He just wanted to sharpen Abaya's skills to be able to bring to reality our halacha that you're not supposed to do that. So he said it in a good way to get Abaya thinking, hey, that's not the right way. We're not supposed to do that. There was someone who came in front of Rav Chanina. Amar, he said, Hakel Agadol Gibar Banora. He was blessing Hashem. So in Shmon Esrei we say Hakel Agadol Gibar Banora. Now we don't go on forever because we can't praise Hashem with all his praises. But this person went on and said, Ha'adir, V'achazak, V'amitz. He said more praises of Hashem, the strong one. So he said, Amar Lei, so the Rav Chanina said to him, Saimtinu l'shvachei demara, did you finish all your shvachim of your master? You figured everything out, you got exactly what he is, which is impossible. Hashtahani tlasa, even the three of Hagadol, Hagibar, Vanora, even those three that we say in Shmon Esrei, Moshe, if not the fact that Moshe wrote it, Va'asu Anshe Knesset Hagdola, the Takminu, and the Anshe Knesset Hagdola came and they were establishing the Tefillah, Hanan Lo Amrinu. We wouldn't even say it because it's an embarrassment. We know how to praise Hashem, but you're saying it so much. Mashal Adam, it's a mashal to a person. Shayla Elif Alfe Alaf Dinrei Zav. He has 1,000 of 1,000 of 1,000 Dinrei Zav, which is, I guess, 1,000,000,000 of 1,000. I think it's 1,000,000,000. Vayimakalson also 100. Vayimakalson also Dinrei Kesef, and there's someone that had whatever a ton of money, 1,000 Dinrei Zav. Vayimakalson also Dinrei Kesef, and someone came and said, "Wow, you have such nice silver dinarim." Lo G'nayulo, isn't that an embarrassment for him? So too with Hashem, we do what the Anshe Knesset Hagdola says we should do. So it doesn't take away from Hashem because of course he's much more, but we shouldn't praise him more in the tefillah than the Anshe Knesset Hagdola told us to do. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Everyone should do well on the Gemara trimester.